Welcome in. Just Kings coming up next.
Welcome, everyone. Another W-filled day. Just Kings podcast. We're recapping one of the most entertaining games I think we've had this year, but also talking about one of the best rivalries in hockey.
Yeah, I mean, it's not too often that you're going to see 3 fights in one game. So, I mean, this
Not at all.
between the Kings and the Oilers, it's starting to heat up. Like, tensions are getting there. But, I mean,
Before we even start, it feels like for the Oilers fans and Oilers players, it feels like we beat them in playoffs last year and they're still upset about it. Quite frankly, that's what it feels like.
They're pissed. For some reason, they're
They
just
are.
absolutely pissed.
And Draisaitl, God, don't even get me started with him, but he was dirty last night.
Dude, I sent you that text. I was like, somebody just needs to kick Draisaitl's ass because he needs to stop throwing elbows at Mikey Anderson. But
He's so upset.
That's good though. That means that we're getting underneath his skin and we're taking him off his game. I mean, it's
yeah.
What other team do you hear that's keeping Draisaitl and McDavid at 5 shots and only 1 goal? I mean, the Kings
at all.
McDavid
With the amount of penalties.
Yeah, I mean, Jesus Christ, we had too many penalties. Well, we'll get into that later. So, McDavid's only been shut out and not scored a goal in a game 5 times this year. 1 time was against the Kings, the last time we played them, and we almost got him again today or yesterday. So, I mean,
which his play was raw.
Yeah, I mean, can't do much against that one. So, can't really.
Let's get right into it.
All right, first point. This is a stretch where we're playing good teams, and we have proved ourselves. We proved that we're a top team in the Western Conference. So, I mean, I think the Kings going into this, they're like, hey, if we want to be a top team, if we want to win the Stanley Cup, we got to prove ourselves here. We got to come out. We got to play good against these good teams to show that we're a good team. I mean, even the loss against the Bruins, they're the top team in the whole league, and we held our own against them. The score doesn't show how good we played in that game.
Oh, absolutely. You are so right. But yeah, man, we've been holding our own in every game, and we've been winning games against these good teams. It's just I think leadership stepped up, coaching staff stepped up, and everyone's bought in right now. Yeah, and it's very fun 100%. To watch.
Next point that I have written down, and I just want to say, just read exactly what I wrote here. Kevin Fiala equals dog.
Yeah,
he's just
absolutely.
a dog. I mean, there's no way other to say that. 5 goals in 2 games.
Yeah, I mean, we were on hat trick watch in the first period with 5 minutes left.
And we got into one with Kempe as well. We were on 2 hat trick watches not that long into the game. And
remember we were talking though about Fiala and his passing, and now he's starting to use his shot, and it's like, oh my gosh, he's playing complete hockey.
Yeah, it's
like I want to buy his jersey right now.
Yeah. Jerseys are flying off the shelf at the LA Kings store, so might need to cop one before they're gone.
Seriously.
But yeah, that deal with Kevin Fiala now, under $8 million for 7 more years, and we're not even done with 1 year of his contract. That deal is looking so good right now. Like, Rob Blake must be patting himself on the back, buying his family a good steak dinner. He's like, yeah, I did that.
Yeah. And you know how old he is. He's 26.
Yeah, he's in the
prime. So we have his prime for years. And Kirill Kaprizov, who everyone thought was, he's just a kid. He's 25 years old. So we got Kevin Fiala in his prime. It's a great signing. Elite.
Yeah, and then also little shout out to Kempe coming along. I mean, that top power play line, holy crap. They're actually starting to score goals. 4 power play goals in 2 periods. Where do you see that happening? I mean, let's see how many penalties there were. There's 3, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 damn penalties in the whole game. So, I mean, okay, hang on. So, actually, there's only 12 of them, but still, because 3 on each side were the fighting ones. But still, 12 penalties? What the hell were the Oilers doing? I mean, they were just taking penalties left and right. Like, they wanted to let us win.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's crazy. But yeah, I mean, that top line took advantage of it, getting 4 power play goals. It's just amazing. So
Yeah. Are we going to talk about the power play?
right now,
Yeah, let's do it. Let's get into it. I mean, right off, right off, right off the start, one touch passes,
mm-hmm.
quick, efficient, and effective. I mean, Kopi was dishing out the puck. We were setting up our guys, getting into the slots, but you know what it was? It was those quick one touch passes
Mm-hmm.
that get overlooked, but that leads to the setup and that leads to the goal. What do you got?
I just want to say like the versatility now we're starting to have like penalty or power play last year. All we did was that one timer from Kempe. That's pretty much all we had. But now we have bumper guy low, bumper guy high, and you can see that first goal from Fiala past the Kempe in the middle and just straight over the side. So that's just a different look that I don't think we've ever seen the Kings use before. And that's how our power play has to keep evolving. We have to keep finding new ways to score on the power play because we're going to get scouted. And just one thing isn't going to cut it. So that's good to see that we're adapting and we're getting more ways to score on the power play, which is nice.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So that's all I got. So moving on. The grittiness of the Kings. Grittiness. That's a fun word to say, but getting in scraps. Phillip Danault, man. Ooh, that fired me up. I'd love to see that.
Dude, I just love to see my boy sticking up for his teammate. He's not going to just take that crap. Dropping the gloves, and he beat his ass.
Who was it? Was it Pulverari?
Yeah.
I think it was him. Yeah, so. He got 5 minutes for getting his ass beat. That's pretty sick.
Yeah.
You got to sit in the box for 5 minutes to think about how much he got his ass kicked there. So that was just great to see.
It was Jesse Puljujarvi. I botched that on purpose.
And then Sean Durzi, where did that come from? Just beating Hyman's ass.
Feisty.
Dude, and did you see Draisaitl? He was like, "Don't do it, stay on the ice," because we're trying to win the game here, and then he just dropped the gloves with Durzi. So that was fun to see. I mean, I think Durzi kind of lost that one. I mean, he got a couple of licks in, but I think he kind of lost the fight. But still good to see that.
But hey, fire the boys up still, regardless.
Yeah. And
he gained a lot of respect.
Yeah, and then Dan Lemieux is not just going to sit on the bench and watch his boys fight, and he's got to drop the gloves. Everybody else is going to be fighting, so drops off the face-off, dropped an empty netter, then kicks somebody's ass. Oh yeah, dude, that was the highlight of my night. Seeing Lemieux beat the crap out of a guy, then get pushed over because the guy didn't want to fight anymore, and then he stands up and says, "I got to bleep this out, but you're such a." Bro, and then laughing at him and skating off to the bench. That was the best thing ever. Like, it made my day just to see that. And he's laughing after fighting and just getting punched in the face, and he's just laughing in his face. That's just amazing.
Yeah, that's so disrespectful too. He's just laughing,
getting under his skin for next time. I love it. But, yeah, I mean, that's amazing. And then also part of the kind of in the same area is just the ability of some of the Kings to get under the skin of McDavid and Draisaitl. Like Mikey Anderson. Underrated as hell, but he's locked down McDavid and Draisaitl ever since last year in the playoffs. They get pissed off when they're playing him. And Draisaitl goes out of his way to mess with Mikey Anderson instead of focusing on his game because Mikey Anderson's getting underneath his skin. So that's just amazing. He gets rattled,
Yeah.
And he should have took a penalty there when he pushed Anderson's stick away, but got away with it. So
but that'll come back.
All right, next point. We're Stanley Cup contenders in my mind. If we play how we've been playing in the last 12 games, we're Stanley Cup contenders. There's not a team out there that can beat us in a 7-game series in my mind. And
it's reminding me a lot of that Kings Stanley Cup championship team that was a wild cards team that got hot at the right time. I mean, that could happen, and we could be raising the cup in the middle of our rebuild.
Yeah, I mean, if we play the Kings hockey, blocking shots, neutral zone trap, not taking too many penalties, getting clutch penalty kills at the right time. I mean, we'll talk about this later, so we won't go into that right now before I lose my mind. But if we play like that, I don't think there is a team that can beat us. I mean, we're going to lose a game here and there when stars like McDavid and Draisaitl take over the game, but I don't think we're going to lose in a 7-game series.
No, You're right.
And these last 10, 12 games, without Trevor Moore, without Arthur Kaliev, like, we're going to add 2 key players back to our lineup here. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, yeah, it's just great to see that we're chugging along at this. So, yeah. Anything else to add on that?
No, you nailed it.
And I went into this a little bit earlier, but Rob Blake got to be so happy right now. Kevin Fiala's deal is turning out to look like it's going to be one of the best deals that the Kings made in a while. And then slowly and quietly, Philippe Danault, his contract.
Oh my goodness,
dude! That first of all, props on whoever said, "Hey, let's give Philippe Danault a chance to score goals and put him on the power play instead of just having him on the penalty kill." Believing in him that way, and look, 20 plus goals last year. He's on track for another 25 plus goal season. I mean, whoever saw that, I mean, props to them, bro, because that just made our team. If we didn't have Philippe Danault, I don't think we signed Kevin Fiala because we're not on the chance or the spot to be cup contenders yet.
Mm-hmm.
So
you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even got anything else to say. I mean,
that's
it.
Pretty great. My next point on here is we aren't taking any crap, and we are better than you guys, especially saying this to McDavid and Draisaitl, which I think is just like the attitude that the Kings are bringing. Like, we don't care who we're playing right now. We're going to play our game, and we're going to beat you guys. And I think they showed that coming out playing arguably the best skill guys in the whole game.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's just great to see.
Absolutely.
And now here's a point where you can talk about it a little bit. I wrote this almost in all caps. Holy penalty kill. What the crap. Oilers, so the stat line for the Oilers power play. Oilers power play 0 for 7 with 11 shots. I mean, we got people just selling out on shots. Matt Roy with the kick save. What a beauty. Yeah. Sean Walker, when he was on the goal line, stick down on the ice, having to adjust a couple of times, shifting around, looking uncomfortable, blocking everything, so the guy just held onto the puck.
Yeah.
Mikey Anderson, like, holy penalty kill. Why can't we just do this all the time?
Yeah. I mean, bro, we're talking about the best power play in the nation.
Yeah,
in the league.
Alex Faust was saying, guaranteed entry, just give the puck to McDavid and they have entry. So when they're having entry every single time into our zone and we're still stopping the power play, 7 of them, that's 14 minutes. 14 minutes where we're at a disadvantage of the game. And we didn't give up a single goal.
Oh, yeah. And it starts with Copley.
Mm-hmm.
Making some big saves on those, 11 shots. Mm-hmm. But it also is the defense selling out on the blocked shots. I mean, it was remarkable. Mm-hmm. And the Kings needed that.
I think we had like 23, 24 blocked shots in the game. And, I mean, that's just incredible. So, I mean, yeah, it's great to see that the boys are selling out to get wins. I mean, that's what we need to do to win the cup. So it's great to see.
Yeah.
All right, so going back a little bit to the Philippe Danault fight, you can just see the chemistry that Danault and Arvidsson have now and the friendship that's built off of it. I mean, I don't know about you, but if I like really care about a dude and he's like one of my best friends, like, yeah, I'll drop the gloves right away for a guy that just got hit, especially if you think it's a dirty hit. But like, just thinking about that, like, Philippe Danault rarely drops a glove. I mean, Faust said he had something like 6 fights in his whole career. So for him to drop the gloves instantly and go for Arvidsson on a hit that he didn't think was okay, I mean, that just shows how, first of all, the leadership in Danault and how he might get the C on his jersey in the next couple of years, and then also how he...
That's a big point.
Yeah, how he sticks up for his voice, which is great to see.
Yeah, I mean, you just said it right there, the C on the chest. That's pretty big. So that's I don't know. It's hard to tell who the next captain will be, obviously. Mm-hmm. But, like, the stuff like that is what a captain does.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then bringing that up while we have Philippe and Arvidsson, once Moore comes back, do you think this is the end of that Moore, Arvidsson, Danault line? I mean, Iafallo on that line is looking phenomenal. And, I mean, think about this also. Last year, Iafallo, rumors that he hurt his shoulder, goes on the IR with a shoulder surgery, and then he didn't look comfortable after his surgery, in my opinion, like in the playoffs and stuff. And then now he's got injured at the beginning of the season, came back, Now he's looking really good, and looks like he's finally healthy, and he's working on his shot a little bit more, and he looks really good. So I mean,
yeah, absolutely. I mean, bro, like, Trevor Moore getting hurt obviously sucks, but it also gave Iafallo a chance to prove why he's getting paid that money. And now I don't know what you do. Do you? I don't even want to think about what you do. But I think you're right. I think this might be the end of the Mad line.
I mean, yeah, you're thinking about when those two guys come back. The top 9 forwards right now, so the top line, second line, and the third line, all those guys are staying in the lineup. So you got Arthur Kelly, Evan Moore coming back. They got to take the last 2 wing spots, and that shoves Lemieux and Jad out of the lineup. And that's crazy because Jad's been playing really good. Lemieux, he's there for his big body. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's going to be a tough choice once they get healthy on what's going to happen.
I'm glad I don't have to make that.
Yeah. That's when we might see Jad on the trading block, and then we become buyers at the deadline where we're trying to get a big piece there, but I don't know. But yeah, just 2 last points. Kings fans, when we see Blake Lizotte on the ice now, it's just so calming. Like, we know what we're going to get from him. He rarely makes a mistake, and it's just nice to see him that he's starting to take control of the game a little bit more. And by that I mean, like, he's taking a hold of the puck, and I know he always did his little spin move in the corner back and forth about 20 times, but he's starting to take the puck and actually control the game now, which is really nice to see from him. And then the new rivalry with the Kings is the Oilers. It's not the Ducks or the Sharks anymore because they both suck, but it's the Oilers. I mean,
hey, don't speak too bad about the Sharks here.
Yeah, I mean, true. We're gonna lose to the Sharks tomorrow, so I mean.
Dude, why would you say that?
I'm jinxing it, bro. Now we're gonna win.
All right.
Yeah.
Sure.
But the Oilers games are just so fun to watch, and I mean, especially with McDavid and Draisaitl and how we were able to shut them down, that's fun to see. And then you get the one McDavid goal, which is just really cool to see. Even as a Kings fan, it's just really cool to see a guy do that on skates, and I mean, no matter what team he's on. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean that's all the points I got. Unless you got anything else to add.
No, maybe just a quick first goal prediction, and then.
Pop into the standout players real quick. Then we can give our goal predictions. But ladies first.
Kevin Fiala. I'll take 2 actually.
No,
Kevin Fiala, Adrian Kempe.
I was gonna take Kempe.
I'll make it harder on you.
Make it harder on me. Harder on me.
It's not that hard though.
Yeah. It's not that hard. That's what you're saying. Well, I'm gonna go with one here that you weren't thinking about. Okay, I know you're gonna say Phoenix Goatley next, but I'm gonna say Alex Iafallo.
Good for you, but that's not what I was thinking. I got 2 more. Drew Doughty, Mikey Anderson. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night, Draisaitl. Good night, McDavid. And let's get right into it. We don't even need to speak it. They just played themselves.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Who's your first goal prediction, buddy?
Okay, it's against the Sharks. We're taking this logically here, okay? We're really going to think about this one because we're going to get it right, okay? I'm going to ride the high hand, Kevin Fiala.
Yeah, that's not hard. I'll go bold. Mikey. No, I'm just kidding. I'll go Anze Kopitar. He's going to get on the scoring sheet.
Mikey Anderson got his hopes out there, and then he just crushed his hopes and dreams.
Hey, I love you, Mikey.
He's gonna be like, I'm gonna break my season high in goals. This is gonna be epic, and then you just stomped on his heart, man.
Yeah.
Heartbreaker. All right.
Alrighty.
Well, we got the Sharks coming up tomorrow. But yeah, that's gotta be consistent against them. Hopefully, walk away with 2 points any way we can.
Yep. Do it.
All right,
go Kings, go.
There we go. We'll catch you guys in the next one.